Hello friends, welcome to my sculpting slash crafting bench, one of my benches here in the studio. And I'd like to show you guys a couple of things. First and foremost, these are all figures that I'm working for Deep Wars, the game Deep Wars. We want to add a little bit of variety to our game. And we're using a lot of proxies in Deep Wars. It's very proxy heavy. So this is a merfolk or merperson or mermaid actually. And I made her out of various parts. The body of the mermaid is an old dark eldar body. It was the torso and the shoulders of the dark eldar, and then the arms and the head are from a trident realm bits that I had left over. And so then I have a wire that goes through the dark eldar body and all through the tail, and then that's what makes the mermaid body. So I sculpted the body, the fins, and everything else, and then this upper part is all like bits. So this is actually a conversion. I wouldn't call this a sculpture. It's a conversion piece where I sculpted, half the figure. And this is for Julie, because Julie really wants to play the mermaids in Deep Wars. She really likes the naiads, I believe, is their what they call them. So this figure is almost finished. I have to do a few more details on the tail and just a few more things, but I'm going to wait till this dries. I'm going to have a belt over here with some seashells. I'm also going to blend in the body a little bit more and add some more like scale work here. And then this figure will be painted and Julie will have another mermaid. And it's cool because this one's a little bit bigger than the Reaper mermaids that we're going to be using for her warband. And so this could be like a leader figure or something, right? She's going to have to decide. She'll have to look through the book and see what she wants. So I may add a couple of smaller fins here. Once I'm done with the belt and all those accessories, I'll see if there's enough space. I'll add really, really small little fins coming out of the belly area there. All right, now for the rock work, what I do is I use my drill bit, and I basically, like a rolling pin, I do this, right? Do this, and sometimes I'll press it in, but I do this like a rolling pin. And I have different sizes of bits, so I'll use like the finer bits for the smaller details and just kind of roll it over the green stuff. And then I take my paddle tool and kind of make some indentations, right? You could use an X-Acto knife. And the rocks come out really nice with the drill bit. Here's another one done in Sculpey. Okay, and it gives it that nice kind of layering, and then you just break it up with another tool, to show individual rocks. But it works really cool, I think. So that's another MJ tip, I guess. Drill bit onto the clay, you get some nice like rock work and stuff. And then I just have to paint her and everything else. And these naiads usually have like crustacean armor on them, so pretty cool. So anyway, and then the next figure I want to show you guys is this one. Now this is a bizarre figure, and I'm not finished with it yet. This is a really bizarre figure, and actually his little wrist is kind of falling a little bit because I didn't have a wire into it. So I'm gonna press it in a little bit so it doesn't fall. But basically this is some kind of large fish creature, but it is fused into a giant conch. And I used a real seashell for the conch, saved me a lot of clay. And then just add the details for the conch. And I'm going to add a bunch of sea creatures attached here, like barnacles and maybe some seaweed, maybe some starfish, right? Finish the legs of the dude. Then he's going to be holding a staff, which I have to make. And this is basically a deep caller. I'm turning this into a deep caller, and I have a little backstory as to why these creatures fuse themselves into conch shells when they're, gonna become deep callers. So, yeah, it's a very bizarre creature. Almost reminds me of like an eldritch horror because of the little barbells and stuff, the little catfish barbells, right? So I still have some work on it to do with this and kind of straighten things up a little bit here. But basically, it's a very, very bizarre creature. And this guy can go right into the mermaid faction, and it could be a deep caller if Julie wants it to be, or it can go into the scaly horde faction, which is basically all critters. So this is the first time I've done this. I wanted to do something really different, and I think I really like the whole thing of using the seashell. It's very bizarre, right? But so using a real seashell, and I will probably sculpture some giant crabs or something that we can use in Deep Wars. So, all right, so giant, big conch with crazy looking fish-like thing fused to it. That's all I can say. It's not finished yet, and I can't wait to see that painted. The next thing I have to show you guys is these little things. Now, Deep Wars has a lot of constructs. But I was thinking that these things could also be alien, right? Some kind of alien construct. Basically, this is the bodies were made from old Dark Eldar speed bikes. I added the neck with green stuff, and then the heads are Gates of Antari's, the Gar, the heads of the Gar. And when I saw these bodies, I was thinking, oh man, crustacean all the way. So I made these constructs, and I really do want to use them in Deep Wars. There's two of them. Here's the other one. Because Deep Wars does have a lot of strange kind of constructs. I may add like some pincers coming out here, and there will be a weapon. There has to be some kind of weapon, and then they can go into one of the Deep Wars factions. Don't know which one yet. The Fortune Seekers, they're a little bit too like organic to be Fortune Seeker. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But definitely going to be constructs in this whole Deep Wars, you know, proxy thing that we're doing. So I do like them. So I'm going to add some pincers to them, some thin pincers, and then some kind of weapon, some kind of ranged weapon. And that'll be it. All right, folks, that's enough. I wanted to show you all of my very weird creations, and I hope you like them. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And once they're painted, once they're finished, we will see them in our games. Have a good one, guys, and we'll talk very soon.